Yeah.
Oh, bollocks. Oh. Where's Jake? Yeah, so I blocked him.
Okay, you might just have to watch it.
I'm gonna have to, yeah, because I can't figure out how to do it.
Moderation activity. What happened to you? Okay. Okay, I think I have to sit down, but you might just have to watch it. Sorry.
Kim Lawrence, Chief Executive Officer for UNE Life, Benjamin Bible, General Manager for UNE Life, Deb Hiscox, Senior Manager of People, Culture and Development for UNE Life, and Tanya Ward, Senior Manager of Student Experience for UNE Life. Now, before we get too far, we do also have a few safety announcements. Namely, in the case of emergency, please follow the safety warnings in an orderly manner to our designated evacuation zone behind me in the northern courtyard's grass area or towards the Ingrid Moses courtyard. The bar will be open for service tonight. Speaking of, if you haven't already, be sure to redeem your free cocktail or mocktail by giving your ticket to the team behind the bar. But of course, drink responsibly, and if you require water at any time tonight, that can be found free of charge on the Northwest Water bar or tables. Now, also, if you require the bathroom in water tonight, that can be found at the back of the venue, past the southeast end of the bar. And last, but certainly not least, tonight's event is currently being live streamed on YouTube. So, if you have any friends, family, or members that would like to join us virtually tonight, be sure to direct them towards the UNE Life website, TuneFm YouTube page. Now, with all that out of the way, to kick off our evening's festivities, I would like to welcome forward Tanya Ward, UNE Life Student Experience Manager, to deliver the acknowledgement of country.
Thank you, Nick. As we begin the celebration of everything our students have achieved this year, we acknowledge not only the young people, but all the traditional owners of the lands around Australia. We acknowledge our elders past and present, and we acknowledge that their continuing connection to land, water and the sky has never been broken.
Thank you, Tanya. Now, one person who wasn't able to make it tonight was Dr. Sarah Pearson, Chancellor of the University of New England. She was devastated to not be able to make it and celebrate her achievements live. That's it. With all of you here tonight. However, she has sent us a video message expressing her gratitude and congratulations. I'll ask you all to please turn your attentions to the screen for a brief message.
Good evening. I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the Anaiwan people and pay my respects to elders past and present. I will Torres Strait Islanders in the audience today.
I've muted it. Joey, I had the presence of mind to mute that. Can you ask Blake how the volume is? Because that, when it turned up, that's going to help.
He said the voice was clear, but you could see like the
But the voice was clearer?
Yeah.
And now the microphone's... Hey, Nick. Nick, can you get them to turn the microphone up?
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Alright, apologies for the slight technical difficulties there. We have just implemented a new wireless microphone system, so yeah, this is one of the first of bigger events with the new system. Alright, so let's try that again.
Good evening. I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians and owners of the lands on which you are meeting today, the Anaiwan people, and pay my respects to elders past and present. I'd also like to acknowledge any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders in the audience today. And Damina Otua, these words so generously taught to me by the Anaiwan people in Armidale mean sort of greeting to Uta people. Obviously not a welcome to country, but I am proud to be able to use their words and to help give life to their language. I'm really sorry that I can't join you this evening. Celebration and recognition of hard work, dedication and success is really, really important. So often the good work people do, the almost invisible actions that lead to significant impact, goes by unacknowledged and can feel that it's taken for granted. But tonight is about saying, we see your work, we acknowledge the extra mile you all go to make a difference, and we thank you for it. I've been sent a list of the awards, and I'm amazed at how many clubs, how much student-facing services and other activities there are. What a rich experience you all helped to create for our students. I'm really keen to assure you any students at our university with great memories, friends and colleagues, obviously the learnings they come here for, and beyond that, an expanding mind, fueled by the broader experiences that many of you help them with. I'd like UNE graduates to continue to stand out as people who can see the bigger picture, who can look at the world's challenges and face into them, and who do this with integrity and inclusivity, knowing their value and that of all those around them. And your work helps achieve this. Many, many thanks. Thank you, and enjoy your evening celebrating all that all of you do.
Thank you, Dr. Sarah Pearson. And once again, welcome everyone to the UNE Life Student Awards Night. Tonight we celebrate the amazing work of student-led initiatives. In particular, we'll be highlighting our clubs, societies, TuneFm, NEA, PASS, Student Council, SFK, and Digital HQ initiatives. I swear that list gets longer every year. On that though, we're excited to expand this evening and get more and more students recognized for their efforts. Doing this whilst also expanding the spotlight on those efforts that sit at the core of our evening. In 2019, the Student Awards Night started as an event primarily highlighting the efforts of our clubs and societies, in collaboration with TuneFm. These initiatives have continued to be the heart of our evening, but as both these individual programs have expanded, so has this event. This year, along with our continued partnerships with the SFK, New England Award, and Student Council, we're excited to introduce a slate of new awards celebrating the work carried out through PASS and the UNE Life Digital HQ. But this evening is about more than collaboration. This evening is a night to celebrate our student leaders on an individual level. Whilst we, the staff, build the larger structures and overarching programs, we are nothing without the creativity, aspiration, and leadership you bring to your roles. So this is all to say thank you for your efforts, thank you for your participation, and thank you for being the heart of this university. Not just to those joining us in the room tonight, but to anyone joining us online via the live stream. This year in particular, I've seen some fantastic initiatives that push towards meaningful online engagement, and once again, you can't have online engagement without online students. I know some of you are in the room tonight, but to anyone unable to make it, thank you. We see the fantastic work you're doing, and tonight is just as much for you as it is for everyone in this room. Overall though, 2025 has been an absolute whirlwind of a year, and one that has gone past way too fast. Yet, despite any challenges, as you'll hear tonight, this year has been made up of some fantastic successes. In our club's nominations, we saw a record high, both in terms of quantity and quality. In total, we saw 215 nominations come in across our 19 categories, beating the previous record by over 20%. However, quality was where we saw a stark difference. The jump we saw in quality from last year's nominations to this year's nominations was astounding, meaning all our club categories were tightly contested. The supporting evidence and stellar justifications we saw this year made it very tricky for our judging panel, with many categories having to be reassessed or reconsidered. So this is to say that all the shortlist nominees you see tonight represent the best of the best from our club's program. Our winners, shortlist nominees, and even those that barely didn't make the cut are to be commended and should absolutely be proud of the fantastic work they've done this year. Give yourselves a round of applause. Said, we've got a lot of awards to get through tonight, so without further ado, let's jump right into our first awards category of the evening, with Clubs Marketing. To present our first set of awards for tonight, I'd like to welcome forward Mr. Benjamin Vidal, General Manager for UNE Life. Woo! Our first award merchandise that served as successful marketing for its respective club, whilst also demonstrating creativity in its design and promotion. And our nominees are the Rural Science Undergraduate Society and the TuneFm Rural Club Feminist Alliance. Now, I probably should have mentioned this sooner. We've got a lot of nominees tonight, so I would ask us to please clap for all of our shortlist nominees at the end of each category. And our winner for the Merchandise Award is RSUS! This year RSUS continued their fantastic merchandising campaign, catering to both on-campus and online cohorts. This year's run was comprised of all-time favourites, but also new pieces, ranging from practical work shirts and jumpers applicable to the field, to hats, mugs and footy shorts. Their merchandise has remained creative, yet professional, being featured in multiple pieces of UNE promotion and media. Congratulations. Our second award of the evening is for the Marketing Campaign of the Year. This award celebrates the exceptional use of creativity to develop a consistent and quality marketing campaign. And our nominees are the UNE Law Student Society, the New England Rural Club for Health Alliance, and the UNE Kayaking Club. Now, this category in particular was one of the hardest to judge. Our panel went back and forth between these three fantastic nominees, with each standing out in its own way. But in the end, there could only be one winner, and that winner is the in creative and fun ways. The club has established a solid brand that stands out amongst the noise of social media. In particular, the club utilised people-based content and reels, bringing a true sense of community to their socials campaign. Congratulations. Our third and final award of this category is for the Sponsor of the Year. This award acknowledges a sponsor who has made a tremendous impact on a club or club event. And our nominees are the College of Law for their support of the UNE Law Student Society, the United Services Union, again, for their support of the UNE Law Student Society, and the National Rural Health Students Network for their support of the New England Rural Club for Health Alliance. And our winner is NRHSN. In addition to significant financial support, NRHSN serves as a constant support to Nurture, offering training sessions, workshops, and one-on-one meetings to the club executive. This continued support and guidance has been instrumental in the club's success this year. Congratulations, and thank you. Benjamin Bible. We will now be having a brief intermission as UNE Life Catering serve our main course. Don't forget to use this. Went a bit forward a bit. Don't forget to use this time to grab your complimentary cocktail or mocktail from the bar. Use our photo booth, and of course, mingle with your fellow club executives. Our awards will recommence shortly.
I just didn't know how to pay attention.
Okay, that's a problem. Apparently, I've just been told that the crowd, I've muted the microphone, the Shure, but apparently they're still hearing crowd noise. Would that be picked up from the camera somehow?
It could be. If your video capture device audio is still on.
So turn this off?
Yeah. Honestly, you should have just your audio input capture on
Okay.
for that anyway.
Oh, okay,
because
right.
you don't want this mic
To be interfering with that mic. Okay, cool.
If you want all your audio from Shure, just turn that one back on when you do it.
Much obliged, thank you. Ash, problem should be sorted now.
And thank you everyone for your patience. Our events and catering team are working very quickly to get the mains out of the kitchen. We will be getting to the rest of the tables very shortly. But let's keep on going with our awards. To present, without further ado, let's jump into our second category of awards for tonight, club events. To present these awards, I would like to welcome forward Professor Sujana Radhawa, Executive Dean of the UNE School of Science, Agriculture, Business and Law. Our first award of this category is the Collaborative Event of the Year Award. This award acknowledges a club event undertaken in collaboration between two clubs to offer a unique experience for all their members. And our winners are the UNE Zoology Society and UNE Geoscience Society. On the 4th of July 2025, the UNE Zoology Society, UNE Geoscience Society, and previous UNE Zoology Society President Kathleen Murphy brought together a panel of impressive guest speakers to talk about the important topic of deer extinction. The event garnered a record attendance comprised of UNE students, staff, and alumni, as well as students from other universities, industry professionals, and members of the wider ERS community, both on campus and online from across Australia and New Zealand. Congratulations. Our next category is for the Community Outreach Program of the Year Award. This award celebrates an event that made its mark on not just UNE students, but the broader community, engaging with members outside of UNE's network and representing the university and UNE life in the best possible light. And our nominees are the Rural Science Undergraduate Society with their Young Farmers Challenge, and the New England Rural Club for Health Alliance with their Tenterfield Rural Immersion. Once again, this was a very tight category with two unique and worthwhile projects that both engage with the wider community in vastly different ways. But in the end, our judges concluded that our winner is RSUS with the Young Farmers Challenge. In March of 2025 at the Armidale show, RSUS carried out the Young Farmers Challenge. In this event, the club called for teams of UNE students and local high school students to participate in a relay-style event where teams would carry out a series of agricultural-based activities. The club also worked in collaboration with local sponsors to put together a prize pool for the event, meaning the only expense from the activity were a series of whips the club intends to use for this activation in years to come. Congratulations. Our third award of the events category is for Cultural Event of the Year. This award is presented to an event run by one of our international associations. And our nominees are the International Muslim Students Association for their Ramadan Iftar program, and the UNE Multicultural and Overseas Students Association for Interculturalism and Collaboration with their Meet and Mingle event. And our winner is UNE Mosaic with their Meet and Mingle event. In June of 2025, UNE Mosaic completed the new club's process and hosted their first ever event, Meet and Mingle. Held in collaboration with UNE International, this event looked to put UNE Mosaic's aims into action, bringing UNE students from all walks of life together to share experiences, gain connections with UNE staff, and generally expand their network. For a first event of a new club, this was definitely one of the most ambitious, successful, and creative events that we've seen in recent history. Congratulations. Our next award is for Academic Event of the Year. This award is presented to an event run by one of our academic activity clubs. And our nominees are the UNE Law Student Society with their Mindful Justice Conference, the UNE Zoology Society with their Careers Seminar, and the Rural Science Undergraduate Society with their AgQuip and Industry Talk. And our winner full conference bringing together law, well-being, and reform. The conference balanced academic learning and networking with opportunities for social engagement. The conference included a series of sessions hosted by industry professionals, yoga and sport UNE, and various lunch and dinner events across the 4 days. As always, the club offered packages at various price points, including digital packages for any online students unable to make it to the Armidale campus. Congratulations. Our fifth award of the category is for Social Event of the Year. This award celebrates an outstanding social event which, engaged with UNE students, demonstrates creativity in planning and execution, and most of all, achieved its objectives within budget. And our nominees are the Rural Science Undergraduate Society with their Ag Ball, the UNE Law Student Society with their Annual Law Ball, and Christians United with their Bush Dance. And our winner is Christians United with their Bush Dance. Held their annual Bush Dance. Hosted in the Austin Page Dining Hall with accompaniment by the Patterson First Band, students and community members alike line danced and bush danced into the night. This event is a unique addition to the UNE calendar and one that celebrates a fun aspect of Australian culture in brilliant fashion. Congratulations. We now move into our final award of the events category. As we've established, clubs at UNE reflect the student population, with roughly 80% of UNE's student cohort being online. Naturally, our program reflects this figure. As so, I am proud to present the Online Activation of the Year Award for a club activity carried out in an online capacity. Our nominees are the UNE Law Student Society with their AGLC4 referencing workshop, and the UNE Zoology Society for their 2025 program. And our winner is the UNE Zoology Society. This year, the UNE Zoology Society took their focus towards online engagement and expanded upon it at every turn. Their online program over 2025 included discussions around community lectures, Tasmanian salmon farming, de-extinction, women in STEM, and even an online workshop on photography skills. Each event engaged with a variety of industry professionals and students alike, with one event in particular, their Women in STEM panel, being the largest event held in the UNE Life Digital HQ to date. Any one of these events would have been a fantastic contender in this category, but their continual push towards online engagement makes this a worthwhile recipient. Congratulations. And thank you for Princess Diana. We now move into our third category of awards for this evening, the Executive of the Year Awards. To present these awards, I would like to welcome forward Ms. Kim Lawrence, CEO for UNE Life. I'd also like to quickly mention that this is Kim's first UNE Awards night with us since stepping into the role in August of this year. So if you're looking to knock someone's socks off, aim for Kim. But without further ado, let's get into our first award of this category, Club Member of the Year. Now this award is special, as it goes to someone who doesn't necessarily fall into the categories of President, Vice President, Treasurer, or Secretary, but still plays a vital role in their club's operation, whether they have a formal title or not. And our nominees are Jamie Harrison from the UNE Law Student Society, Madeline Allen from the UNE Law Student Society, Jennifer Corduroy from the Rural Science Undergraduate Society, and Haiti Colvin from the UNE Geoscience Society. Again, congratulations to every shortlist nominee in this category. Getting this far means you have shown fantastic dedication to your respective clubs. Now, a fascinating thing about this category is that we received so many nominations for such varying work. And for that reason, if you haven't already seen by Chloe holding 2 awards, we're able to elect 2 winners for this category. Our first winner is Jennifer Corduroy from the agricultural industry and career pathways. Jennifer managed to offer chemical handling certificate training courses multiple times this year and ran a successful agriculture tour, both of which have been goals for the club over the last few years, but have consistently struggled due to low numbers. Jennifer's biggest accomplishment this year, though, has been through a new program called Harvest Teams. Through this program, RSUS and Jennifer in particular act as a broker connecting current students with farmers in need of harvest workers. Through Jennifer's efforts so far, 12 students, both on campus and online, have been able to get their foot through the door with practical work in the industry. Congratulations. And our second award winner of the category is Katie Colpin from UNE. Since UNE Geoscience Society's resurgence earlier this year, Katie has stepped into the position of first year representative. Katie's impact has been much more subtle, but nonetheless vital to the continual impact of the club. Katie has helped new members feel welcome, chipped in for events, and has promoted the club on multiple occasions across UNE discussion forums. During the snowstorm of our most recent intensives, Katie was checking in on her fellow students, and once they arrived, would send words of encouragement to nervous students going through particularly difficult units such as Chem 110. Katie has an infectious positive energy, and that energy could be felt through her nominations. As quoted from one particular nomination, Katie may dig fossils, but it's UNEX that truly digs Katie. Congratulations. Moving right along to our next award in the section for Treasurer of the Year. And our nominees are Jessica Clowes from the Rural Science Undergraduate Society, Neil Curtis from the UNE Farming Futures, Samira Tabit from the UNE Law Student Society, and Marima Harkness from the Duval Kayaking Club. And our winner is Jessica Clowes from the Rural Science Undergraduate Society. Jessica has done an outstanding job as RSUS's Treasurer over 2025. Two main themes stood out in her nomination, being one, a desire to clean up the club's financial systems as much as possible, and two, an eagerness to make the club as affordable as possible for members while staying in budget. In the end, Jessica has left the club in a much better place than she found it, and whilst it may not have been the largest profit out of our clubs over 2025, the value it delivered to its members stands as a shining example of proper club administration. Congratulations. Our third award in this category is for Secretary of the Year. And our nominees are Tiana Wilson-Baker from the UNE Law Student Society, Victoria Nordford for the UNE Postgraduate Student Society, and Amy Thomas for the UNE Zoology Society. Now, before we announce our winner, I'd quickly like to mention that this category was by far our most nominated category, and our hardest to judge. I suppose secretaries really know how to use their words. And our three shortlist nominees here presented some excellent nominations that all perfectly fit the criteria. They did this whilst also implementing every piece of advice we've ever given in terms of nominations. That being said, one nomination in particular set a new record for supporting evidence at 28 pages in length, being the longest piece of supporting evidence we've seen in Student Awards Night history. That nominee and our Secretary of the Year winner is Victoria Nordford from the UNE Postgraduate Student Society. Now, Victoria couldn't be with us here tonight, but she is on the live stream. Hi, Victoria. But in her place, to accept the award, I'd like to ask for Nivertha, President of the UNE Postgraduate Student Society. Foundation in late 2024, Victoria has been a standout secretary and all-round advocate for the club. Victoria has taken to tidy HQ with great gusto, has done a tremendous job in organising the club's files, has run surveys on behalf of the club, and has even stepped up when needed for meetings or events. She has also been a fantastic advocate for the club, stepping up to present at the 2024 Student Pathways Conference and being interviewed alongside Roberta for the first ever episode of Clubs in Conversation with TuneFm. By the way, look up on your podcasting platform choice. From everything I've seen of this club so far, if Roberta is the yin, Victoria is the yang, offering a balanced leadership to the club that celebrates postgraduate students of all styles. Congratulations. Our final award of this category for now is awarded to the Vice President of the Year. And our nominees are Armidale Rutherford from the Ella Muller from the UNE Zoology Society, and Katie Beard from the Rural Science and Graduate Society. And our winner is Katie Beard from the Rural Science and Graduate Society. And is really dependent on the needs of the specific club. That said, Katie has clearly found her position amongst RSUS this year and performed the role to its team. Katie led her fellow executive and committee members through planning and decision making, ensuring the club's activities continue to run. Being a long-time member of the club, Katie also had a clear idea of the club's purpose and impact, and was sure to bring this knowledge into any decisions she would lead the club to make. Finally, as the president needed to step away over trimester 2 for exchange, Katie picked up the necessary duties and ensured a seamless continuation of the club. Congratulations. Now, you've probably had enough of my voice by now, so without further ado, I'd like to pass over to our first non-club award category of the night, the TuneFM Awards. I'd like to welcome forward Ben Lewis and Ash Taylor to present these awards.
Don't mind me. I speak on radio for a living, but I'm still nervous talking in front of crowds. Thank you all for joining us tonight. It's really hard to sum up a year pretty quickly, but I will do my best. So, this year has been wonderful for TuneFM, and I'm especially grateful to and proud of all of our volunteers for the part that they have played in shaping this year and our station. And it's not just our on-campus volunteers, and thank you all to those who are here tonight. We've got a really diverse range of volunteers, including online students who are able to get involved in TuneFM. Our online students have contributed greatly this year, and so have our on-campus ones. So I just want to take this moment to thank you all for helping us show that you don't need to be on campus to be involved. We're grateful for you being here wherever you may be from. Now, as you all know, students are the lifeblood of TuneFM. We are, after all, UNE's student-powered radio station. Each year at Student Awards Night, we are given the chance to formally recognise our volunteers for the exceptional work that they do, along with our academic supporters. Every year, and every trimester really, our students help to create something wonderful. We have segments ranging from arts and culture to motorsports, agriculture, and everything in between. Each student has something wonderful and unique to bring to Tune, and that's what makes them and us so special. We have a beautiful and vibrant range of shows with more to come, from world news to agriculture news, sports, music, culture, and everything else. It's our volunteers' passion and drive that keeps us going. This year, TuneFM is proud to present 4 awards: Academic of the Year, Program of the Year, Science Communicator of the Year, and of course, Volunteer of the Year. Now, Academic of the Year is awarded each year to an academic staff member at UNE who has supported Tune throughout the year. This can be in the form of interviews, connecting us with interesting topics and talent, and more generally supporting the station and our goals. This year, we're proud to award Academic of the Year to an individual who has done some amazing research in the field of linguistics, and whose engagement with us on the meaning of words like Riz, I'm sorry for this one, and shitification, and Colesworth was both enlightening and humorous. Not only this person has also reached out to us about interesting research happening in their field, and shown up ready and willing for a series of photos for Tune's socials and website. I'm very happy to present Academic of the Year to Senior Lecturer in Linguistics, Dr. Sally Dixon. Thank you so much, Sally. Our next award is Program of the Year, which is awarded to an individual or group for their work on a specific program that we think has shone. These programs can vary from year to year, focusing on science, the arts, or like last year, medicine. This year's Program of the Year is an absolutely wonderful short series and was produced by one of our work 300 students, and I cry every single time I do this. This student has juggled work and study alongside the production of this program, which looks at the lives and writing of Australian women writers in the first 150 years of Australia's colonial period. With style, flair, a wonderful job voice acting, and the inclusion of interviews, fiction, and history interspersed throughout the episodes, this program is a beautiful snapshot of the forgotten history of Australia's early women writers. This year, I'm proud to present Program of the Year to Firestarters, rescuing Australian women's newspaper writers from the kindling pile, hosted by Francie Finn. That is available on our podcasting platforms. Avid listeners of TuneFm will know that one of our passions, and our primary passion really, aside from students, is science communication. From big topics to small, we love learning about science and sharing that information with our audience. The Science Communicator of the Year award is not an annual one, but rather it's a special award that is given out to an individual who has stood out as a science communicator at our station throughout the year. This year we've had the pleasure of having a wonderful science communicator on our team of volunteers. This person has been dedicated and committed to sharing science stories and science news in a field that they are very familiar with, and has taken the initiative in conducting interviews with experts in the field. These interviews have ranged from the science behind creating the perfect steak to plant genetics, a subject that this person is very well versed in. For his dedication to science communication and outstanding agricultural news reporting, this year, the Science Communicator of the Year award goes to Goodness Adibo. Now, our final award is always the most difficult to decide on, and this year is no different. Choosing a Volunteer of the Year is no easy feat, not least in part because we value all of our volunteers equally. Every single one of you makes us what we are, and to me, you're all Volunteers of the Year, but we do still have to choose one. This year's Volunteer of the Year award goes to someone whose consistency and dedication has seen immense growth from when they first started. They have shown their passion for radio and reporting and have made great strides in gaining career-relevant experience in reporting. This person has brought a new niche to our airways with motorsports reporting and other sports news. They have shown that they're up for anything and have demonstrated a genuine desire to continue improving their skills. For his dedication, consistency, and growth this year, I am proud to present our Volunteer of the Year award to none other than Caleb Graham. Being the living soul of TuneFM. We truly couldn't do it without you. And that goes out to every single one of you sitting in the audience today for all the effort that you have put in throughout this year and the years that you've been here, and all of the people tuning in online. Back to you, Nick.
Thank you to Ash and Ben. Now for our second non-clubs category of the night, and the Student Awards night first, we have the digital, we have the Digital HQ Awards. I'd like to welcome forward Chloe Green and Jacob Hunt to present these awards.
so I apologize if I'm a bit nervous. This year, we pressed on a bold experiment for digital students, the Digital HQ. After years and years of students asking for digital social programs and talking to oh so many of you, we aimed at providing a multimodal experience that focuses on giving online students a social space that's purely their own. A place that they can gather and connect with fellow students to make their time at UNE as rich and as rewarding as any student studying on a physical campus. So far this year, we've had over 1,000 student members join the Digital HQ community, with students logging in from every state, territory, and studying degrees that go from A to Z, all the way from archaeology to zoology. Occasionally, we get to meet you in person when you do a trip to campus or touch base during an intensive school, but most often it's when you pop in together to celebrate your wins or send us a DM on Mylon that you grant us the privilege of being part of your student life at UNE. So whether you're one of the 112 students climbing Mount Kilimanjaro at the moment, one of the students shouting hi to us as you race towards your club space, or one of the dedicated souls who pop on at midnight to study at Fletcher's Bar, thank you. You've taught us that nothing says serious study session quite like virtual cocktails and how to play virtual chase by stealing a virtual dog. This year has just been the start, as we've watched friendships form, study groups support each other, and seen a genuine community start to emerge from what started as an idea based purely on giving digital students a chance to connect socially. We love that you're discovering your place, whether it's through finding people to study with, volunteer programs to work on, or clubs to join. That being said, there have been plenty of times tonight, the Digital HQ is only as strong as the communities we build and the partnerships we form. So if you're interested in joining us on this fearless experiment, then please reach out, we'd love to work with you. Regardless, thank you for joining us on this bold experiment, and we can't wait to see what 2026 brings. But like every good club knows, student events and programs are only successful because of our members. So tonight, we start another tradition, one of acknowledging one of the amazing students who are helping form the foundation of the Digital HQ. In this case, someone who has truly embodied the spirit of our Digital HQ community. He's played pool at the bar, showed up for events, and has entered every competition and scavenger hunt we've thrown. So tonight, for the very first time, we're thrilled to present the Digital HQ Member of the Year Award to Tyler Dean Brinkley.
Thank you, Chloe and Jacob. Now we will move into another new category for the evening. Our awards from the team. Oh, again. Oh, shoot. Gonna be careful here not to reveal any secrets. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, there we are. We're back on track. All right, so yes, we would like to move into another new category for the evening, our awards from the team of Pass. I'd like to welcome aboard Francie Finn and Tanya Court to present these awards.
Thank you, Nick. Good evening, everyone. My name is Francie Finn, and I'm the project specialist behind Pass at UNE. I'm also the TuneFm winner. I'm proud to be presenting the inaugural Pass Awards. So Pass at UNE has been helping our students connect highlighting some outstanding individuals through 3 new awards. Our first award is for Outstanding Past Leader. PASS stands for Peer Assisted Study Sessions. So to be a past leader, you first of all need to be a peer. And you also need to be enrolled as a student and did well in your unit that you host your sessions for. You need to maintain good grades and be willing to share your student. No one has never hesitated to put time and energy into working to improve PASS. Mel is a generous and understanding mentor whose own experience as a PASS leader has provided her with an insight into the challenges of the role which she expertly shares with the rest of our team. Congratulations, Mel. Our final award of the evening is for Outstanding Peer Academic Mentor. A great peer academic mentor, or PAM, is someone who is calm and clear-sighted. They might speak to a student who's anxious about an assignment, confused by referencing styles, or needs guidance when asking for an extension. PAMs help all students regardless of their discipline. Our outstanding peer academic mentor for 2025 is Morgan Patterson. As a parent, Morgan has consistently delivered sound advice and calm reassurance to students. She's knowledgeable, insightful, and genuinely useful, providing practical advice and useful resources. Morgan has always shown great care and commitment to helping students find good solutions. Congratulations, Morgan. Thank you to UNE Life for including us in this evening's event, and we look forward to collaborating with your team in the future. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you to Francie and the team from PASS. Now we will go into our second break of the evening, where some events and catering serve our desserts. So we will be recommencing shortly. Again, take this time to get a drink from the bar, get something from the photo, or anything else. Okay, have a lovely evening.
evening, everyone. The New England Award Distinguished Commitment Award represents the highest level of recognition within the NEA program. It honours students who have not only fulfilled the standard requirements of the New England Award, but have demonstrated exceptional, sustained engagement that significantly enriches our university and the broader community. It gives me tremendous pleasure to announce the winner of this year's New England Award Distinguished Commitment Award. Our winner completed the official NEA requirements by the end of their second year. That was just the beginning. What sets them apart is their remarkable dedication to continuing and expanding their involvement, driven by what they describe as the joy received from sharing time and knowledge with others and seeing the outputs that can arise from a thriving community. This student is now in their 6th trimester as a past leader, where their impact has been transformative, but their dedication extends across every corner of our university. They served as welcome MC for the installation of our new Chancellor. They're preparing to represent UNE at UNE Nationals in both rugby union and futsal, even stepping up in futsal when the team needed an extra player to qualify. As industry representative for the Rural Science Undergraduate Society, they've organised chemical handling certificate courses, coordinated harvest teams, connecting students with farmers, and are currently arranging an ambitious industry tour to Tamworth and Narrowcasting. Beyond UNE, they volunteer as an assistant coach for school rugby teams. Will lead the Scripture Union Girls Ad Camp and have completed extensive work experience across the agricultural sector, all while maintaining a perfect 7 GPA. I know. Received the Jim Pollard Memorial Award and won the Judy Ewing and Sir Earl Page Memorial Prizes for 2 consecutive years. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating our 2025 Distinguished Commitment Award winner, Jennifer Corral.
Which sees UNE students flex their creative skills through a series of artistic challenges. The competition started back in 1989, making this year the 37th year of the competition. Sir Frank Keto himself was a New South Wales judge and the UNE's Chancellor from 1970 to 1981. Keto took part in many arts-based cases, including the Dobell case, finding as to whether William Dobell's portrait of Joshua Smith constituted as a portrait in the running of the Archibald Prize. In the year following this case, Keto's son-in-law, Kevin Connor, would go on to win the Archibald Prize himself, with a portrait of Keto that is, this now sits in UNE's collections, and this year we were lucky enough to have this piece on display at our Arts and Crafts Night. All this to say, the SFK is a prestigious award, with the overall winner being decided based on bulk scores of our 6 events and some special awards from throughout the year. Tonight we will be awarding trophies for each round of the competition, as well as additional points for our special award winners. To present these awards, I'd like to welcome forward Tanya Court. Once again. Our first round of this year's SFK competition was theatre sports, and the winning team was Austin Page College. Round this year was debating, and the winner for that then was Mary White College. I can see Tanya's specifically excited about that one being Mary White's winner herself. Our small music, with the winning team being Austin Page College. Moving along into our trimester 2 leg of the competition, our fourth event was public speaking, and our winning team was Duval College. Next, for round 5, we had arts and crafts, and in a rare turn of events, we had a tie for first place. Our winning teams for arts and crafts were Austin Page College and Duval College. And finally, for the 6th round of the year, we had maths participation. And our winning team for this final event was Austin Page College. Now, before we announce the overall scores, we also have a final award to announce that doesn't necessarily have a trophy, but is for the SFK Most Supportive College Award. This prestigious title is awarded to the team that had the most people consistently show up to participate, spectate, and organise. Without further ado, the SFK Most Supportive College Award and an additional 10 points goes to Austin Page College. And with that, we have our final scores. Tied in 5th place with a total of 10 points, we have Townies and St. Albert's. In 4th place with a total of 15 points, we have Wright College and Village. Jumping up in score now, in 3rd place with a total of 100 points, we have Mary White College. And in 2nd place with a total of 125 points, we have Duval College. And in 1st place with a total of 175 points, our 2025 SFK overall winner, securing the title for a 5th year in a row, is Austin Page College. Through your continual participation, spectatorship and support, we can keep delivering this fantastic opportunity for creative expression. I'd like to express this particular gratitude to our SFK reps this year. They are the ones that keep the events running and keeps this competition in total going. So thank you for your continual efforts, support and input. If you're interested in taking part in next year's competition, make sure to watch the Intercollegiate Competitions Facebook group for all the latest events, announcements and notifications. Alright, now before we move into our musical performance for the night, I have a bit of a funny story to tell. Now, being a university with a series of long-standing colleges, tradition is all around us. Traditions come, traditions go, and right now on this stage we continue a reasonably new, albeit slightly silly tradition. I will present this award to you all. Oh. Now, over the recent years, Mary White College have been a strong competitor in our SFK competition. They've been a constant presence, you can't put that on top of that because that's a paper round. They have been a constant presence at most events, but for the most part have always managed to fall in 2nd place. This came to a peak in 2023 when they were 5 points off securing the title, losing to Austin Page at the last minute with the addition of the SFK Most Supportive College Award. So, in 2024, the Mary White JCR struck me a deal. In an attempt to try and break out of this rut, if Mary White College could win any award at Student Awards Night, whether it be the Club Awards, SFK Awards, or some other way, I would owe them a brick. If not, they would owe me a brick that would proudly sit on display in my office. Why a brick? I honestly do not understand. Regardless, a new tradition was born. The Mary White JCR ceremonial exchanging of the brick. I'm excited to say that Mary White proudly won SFK debating this year, and as so, are the proud recipients of the Mary White College JCR brick for 2025. Small music band for their performance of Before He Cheats by Carrie Armidale. the Austin pages of Kenya. Let's give them another round of applause. Now, finally, before we move into our last awards of this evening, I would like to welcome forward UNE Life's CEO, Kim Lawrence, to deliver a brief address.
Thank you, Nick. Oh my goodness, what a wonderful evening. I hope you all enjoyed it. Before I get started though, just a big shout out to Tanya. Without this, it wouldn't happen. Everyone wants to work with Tanya and my team because she's just so inclusive. She empowers her guys, as you can see, all the hard work done by Nick. It's absolutely fantastic. And Jake, back him up. And all the other guys who contribute to her team. It's totally amazing. So thank you very much, Tanya and team. I've only been in this role since the start of August. It's been a big learning curve. And UNE Life exists, it was started to serve the students. Over the last few months, I've come to know all of our brilliant staff, and I'm excited to finally have this opportunity to meet all of you. Our student leaders at the helm of our fantastic student programs. UNE Life is an independent, not-for-profit student experience provider for the University of New England. We have the pleasure of offering a wide range of services in the pursuit of serving you, our students. You are the core of everything we do. Even when we offer services to the wider Armidale community, at the end of the day, it's so that we can provide you with an extensive range of opportunities. I'm excited to say that in 2026 it will mark UNE Life's 10th anniversary in managing experience services at UNE, including clubs and societies. I'm always fascinated to hear the stories of where UNE Life began and has come from, and I'm excited to hear everyone's ideas of where we can go moving forward, including livening up this row and getting some of your ideas to go, how can we do weekly events here to provide events for students, staff, and the community. I'm coming to understand our teams and our true position within the UNE family, and I'm excited to see what part I can play and our team can play in leading our community towards the 2026 and beyond. So thank you for all you for having me, and I hope you continue to have a fantastic night. Before I leave, we have something important, a very special commendation. As I mentioned, UNE Life has been leading student experience services at UNE for nearly 10 years. After many years of dedicated service, one of our founding members, our General Manager of Operations, he's not enjoying this, Ben Barker, will be moving on. Ben has played a crucial role in our acquisition and management of student experience since the very beginning, and while his presence will surely be missed, especially by me, we could not be more excited for him in this next stage of his personal and professional future. So he's travelling, and a lot of us are jealous. On behalf of all those students, your efforts have positively impacted. We'd like to present you with a small token of our appreciation, and we hope you use this compass in finding your new direction moving forward, and that it serves as a reminder wherever you go that you'll always have a place in our heart and you'll always be welcome back. So thank you, Ben, for your years of service.
Thank you, Kim, and thank you, Ben. Truly, ever since stepping into the role of Student Programs Coordinator, you've been a fantastic mentor and role model. Our programs are only as strong as they are due to the fantastic foundation and legacy you've left. Thank you. part of the night where we present our final awards, Perpetual Shields. To present these awards, I would like to welcome forward Professor Simon Evans, Deputy Vice Chancellor for the University of New England. This category awards some of our biggest achievements of our clubs, where groups have demonstrated exceptional work in building student experience and individuals that have demonstrated exceptional levels of leadership. The first award in this category is one that clubs couldn't nominate for, but instead is chosen in extremely prestigious situations. That said, this accolade isn't always awarded, only when the judging panel believe that one person's efforts over the years stood out from the rest as this award gets bestowed. I'm of course talking about our UNE Life Clubs Hall of Fame. This year's inductee is someone who started their journey as a club executive in 2024, taking on 2 executive roles, being the treasurer for one of the biggest clubs in our program and the president behind another. In this year, our inductee would use their platform as president to deliver a radio show with TuneFm, keeping students in their field up to date on upcoming UNE activations and the latest developments within the field at large. These efforts wouldn't go unnoticed, securing TuneFM's Program of the Year at last year's Student Awards night. But in 2025, this nominee really took a step up, from treasurer to president of one of our largest on-campus clubs. And this step wouldn't come without its challenges. This year, the club encountered some really big hurdles that had a major impact on how the club operated. And in the end, the reason for their nomination tonight is largely due to how they reacted to these hurdles. The morning that they knew something was wrong, they were in my office seeking advice. And although the procedure came with some pretty tough choices to make, this executive took it with stride and led the club through the situation as best they could. In the end, this member worked towards a solution that was best for everyone, ensuring the policy was met while maintaining member satisfaction, but more importantly, keeping their attendees safe. This club in particular is one of our longest standing clubs at UNE with some deep traditions. And although at times it may have been hard to break certain traditions, through this member's exceptional leadership, the club persevered and came out the end of the year stronger for it. It is my great honour to announce the 2025 Clubs Hall of Fame inductee is Minuri Balasol from Thank you, Minuri. Our next award is for the President of the Year, awarding an individual who has demonstrated exceptional efforts in leading their club through 2025 and beyond. And the nominees are Holly White and Amy Kuhner from the UNE Farming Futures, Helen Ryan from the UNE Geoscience Society, and Nico Adillo from the UNE Multicultural and Overseas Students Association for Interculturalism and Collaboration. And our winner is Nico Adillo. President, he has really made an impact. From the start, the aim for this club is ambitious, and certainly wouldn't have come without someone as dedicated and persistent as Nico. International associations have been a strong part of our club's program for years, but what made Mosaic unique was its endeavour to connect all international students from varying backgrounds to come together in the spirit of collaboration and celebration. I personally had the joy of attending the club's inaugural general meeting, and at this meeting, Nico delivered a presentation on his vision for the club and the role members would play. And while I had heard him talk before about the plan for the club, seeing the way he lit up in front of his fellow students was truly inspirational and demonstrated his clear strength as a leader. Congratulations. Our next award goes to the JCR of the Year. This prestigious shield is awarded to a JCR that has brought value to their college community, engages students with events and activities, and maintains regular contact with their members. And our nominees are the Austin Page College JCR and the Duval College JCR. battled back and forth for victory, and in the end, it was extremely tight. But one nomination stood just above the other. And with that said, our winner for 2025 is the impressive suite of events, including a collection of themed pub nights, combined activities with the Austin Page JCR, their annual Mates Ball, and more. But their victory this year is about more than the projects they ran. It's about the processes they implemented. This included redefining the leadership roles to improve governance, introducing dinner announcements to enhance communication amongst their members, and elevating the JCR's relationship with first-year members to ensure succession for the JCR moving forward. Beyond this, in all communications and instances we've had with JCR's executives this year, they've always been professional, receptive, and generally shone above the rest. Congratulations. Our penultimate award of tonight is for the New Club of the Year. This award is presented to a club that has completed the New Clubs process over the last 12 months. This may include pre-loved clubs who have gone defunct and re-established over this period. And our nominees are the UNE Postgraduate Student Society, the UNE Geoscience Society, and UNE Mosaic. Before I announce our winner, I just want to say that all three of these clubs have been absolutely stellar this year. I've seen some great growth from these clubs, and these are absolutely going to be some teams to look out for moving forward. But there can only be one winner, and our 2025 New Club of the Year is the UNE Postgraduate Student Society. Secretary of the Year, this nomination for New Club of the Year was fantastic. But it's not just on paper. This club has had an incredible first year, engaging with postgraduate students of all styles. Over 2025, the Postgraduate Student Society have run events here on the Armidale campus, at UNE Sydney and Parramatta, and online, with intentions to run events in Tamworth and Taree. The club has been consistent and has always put the needs and thoughts of its members first, running multiple connection sessions and surveys throughout the year to allow the club to hear from its members. But of course, the club couldn't come together without the tireless work of their executive and volunteers. From working through the New Clubs process to consistent administration on Tidy HQ, running of the fantastic events and continuous communication through both social media and email, this club has been outstanding, and I'm excited to see where the team goes moving forward. Congratulations. Finally, we present the Club of the Year Perpetual Shield. This shield is awarded to a club that has brought value to the UNE community, engages students with events and activities, maintains regular contact with members, and delivers on its objectives and purpose. Additionally, as you can tell from tonight, our 2026 Student Awards Night will also be themed around our Club of the Year winner here tonight. All shortlisted nominees should be extremely proud to have made it to this stage. Due to this, similar to the last section, I'd like us to applaud all the nominees in this section. Without further ado, our 2025 Club of the Year nominees are the UNE Zoology Society, the UNE Law Student Society, the Rural Science Undergraduate Society, and the Bangladeshi Students Association. Congratulations once again to all our nominees. Now our 2025 Club of the Year and theme for the 2026 Student Awards Night is, can I get a drum roll please? The UNE Zoology Society. establishment in 2023, the club has been on the up and up again and formed a true foothold within the UNE community. In 2025, this aims to repeat with a suite of impressive events, both on campus and online, including movie nights, trivia nights, pub nights, seminars, photography workshops, spotlighting activities, and an online photography competition. The club has also embodied a true sense of community, listening to members, building strong connections with UNE staff, reaching out to a range of external practitioners in the field, and collaborating on particular events with other clubs. The club has also established a clear identity and brand through both social media and a quality line of merchandise. Their imaging and colour scheme are bold but clear, with a strong connection to who the club are and what they are for. The UNE Zoology Society are a strong part of the clubs and soccer scene at UNE and well deserving of this award. Congratulations. Speaking of, I would also like to thank all of our presenters and guests of honour for attending tonight. I'd also like to thank our performers tonight from Austin Page College. I'd also like to give another round of applause to the UNE Life Events and Catering staff for their phenomenal service. And finally, to all of you, both here in the room tonight and those joining us via the live stream. Thank you for making 2025 an awesome year for student experience and for filling this job with so much fun. Whether you won an award tonight or shortlisted or even existed this year, you've all played a part in bringing together the UNE community, genuinely. And I'm proud to be able to support you in every project you undertake, however real it is. Give yourselves another round of applause. The bar will remain open until 11 p.m. and I encourage you all to stick around, have another drink or two, and keep this party going. I personally love to get a picture with as many of you as I can tonight, so I'll be hanging around the stage if you want to get a photo. Also, to any of our award winners, if you haven't got one already, make sure you tap one of our team on the shoulder and get a box for your awards to keep them safe. Also, if I could please see any Executive of the Year shortlist nominees as well, we've got another pick for you. And otherwise, I hope you all have a fun and safe night, and I look forward to working with you all further. See you Monday. Good night.